What up, y'all? Welcome to the Willamette Block Party, where we are here to highlight all things Black within the Willamette Valley.
I like that.
Gang. Yeah, that's it right there. Do that again.
Oh, shoot.
Do it again. You got it.
What up, y'all?
Lower.
No, we loud. What?
I know one, not lower, like whisper.
He said,
What?
Acre. He said, welcome y'all to the.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Willamette Block Party, where we are here to celebrate and highlight all things Black within the Willamette Valley. My name is Ray White.
My name is Allie Saunders.
And I am Xavier, xInYaFaceDotCom Hudson.
Oh, I didn't know we was going to do our whole tagline.
I know.
I'm just telling you, I am xInYaFaceDotCom. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So also, you can't just look. You can't just look at Allie and say,
I was like,
your turn. You gotta say, I'm here with my co-host.
We're keeping all this in. This is
I
funny.
forgot it was a bit of, no, but we're having social media and stuff will be, I mean, you already know that. That's going to be popping up. Handles.
Well, the intro part, we're going to keep that.
Yes.
My name is Ray White, and I'm here with
Allie Saunders.
Xavier, xInYaFace.com, Hudson.
We are juiced to have you all here listening to us today. Now, today we have some pretty cool topics because, one, this is the first episode that we're producing on this podcast. Yeah. And we got a lot of great things that we're excited to bring to this particular space. But the first and foremost, we just wanted to be here to introduce ourselves, introduce what we are hoping to accomplish by highlighting the efforts going on in the Willamette Valley and the Black community, and have a little fun and jokes along the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, first, we're going to highlight how we got here, our connection to home, and what is it between communities? What do we do between communities beyond the bigger corporate environment and activity that's happening within the Black community? Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited because we had a good conversation about this, and we're going to highlight it here on this episode. And Allie, by you being as a part of this conglomerate and putting this together, we are interested to know how you got here in the Willamette Valley.
Take it away, young Scooter.
So I am originally from Houston, Texas, born and raised there, went to school close to Austin. I moved up to Oregon in 2017, December of 2017, had no idea what I was getting myself into. And it was definitely a culture shock. The only times I had been up to Oregon was for track and field. So again, it was still around the Black community, Black culture. I mean, it's track. So was used to that and thought Oregon in general was going to be super similar to that. When moving up here, it was definitely Salem was different. It was definitely an adjustment of, okay, what am I doing here? What's happening? They don't have a downtown. They don't have a lot of young people. Like 60 to 70% of the community is in assisted living. Why am I here? It took a while to kind of like get adjusted, definitely about like a year or two to kind of like figure out, find friends, find people who look like me. And it wasn't easy. It was definitely like you had to go look, like going through the grocery store, seeing someone with like a little bit of melanin and rushing to like, oh, hi, like you're real. It's not just me. So it took a while, but I've been here again since 2017 and have definitely like developed my own community and like the people who I surround myself with, and definitely have like people and figures in my life who are like helping me have some sense of a presence in the community. Started a business, a real estate brokerage, started a little community kind of gathering called Bliss, which is BIPOCs living in Salem, and just trying to help other people, especially who are moving here, navigate the whole sense of like, oh, yes, I'm moving here and I live here, but should I stay? Like, is there a sense of community? Is there a sense of belonging? And I do want people to stay. I mean, people coming here and then leaving isn't going to help the diversity nor the culture of Salem or Oregon in general. So it really is like, hey, come here, stay here. There are people here who look like you. Like, stay.
Don't leave.
It really is. There's so many people who I've talked to, and they're like, no, I'm planning on moving back to California, or, I mean, just Oregon specifically, like wanting to move back to Portland. And it's just like, that doesn't help. Like, that does not help, like, the population or the community in general to just give up and leave. So that's where I came from.
Interesting. Very
Yeah.
specific. I would say I agree with a number of those things that you talked about. Right, I broke out in song, "Don't Leave," because not only did I get that message when I was in Southern Oregon, but I also have come to realize and recognize what my position or place is in kind of cultivating that environment. So my background is strangely a little bit similar because I think I moved to Oregon in 2016, and I came for a job. I was working different places in the United States at different schools and universities, and I had an opportunity to move westward, which was my goal. And I didn't really know a lot about Oregon, so I, moved over here, and then had folks telling me, "Hey, you didn't come through such and such town in Eastern Oregon," or saying certain stuff, and I was like, yeah, I mean, why? And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm glad you're all right." Because Oregon's got a weird history. And I was like, oh, so, that was one of the first things I learned about. But a part of that history and part of what we are challenged by in the present is just, I guess, different representation levels than in other places. Right. So I am from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised, and then lived in different spots that were not predominantly Black or didn't necessarily have like Black neighborhoods. And so when I got to Oregon and that was the case again, and I was feeling like a longing for Black community, I was like, oh, I have to go from Southern Oregon north up towards Portland. And I was like, okay, Salem will be that for me. And there's definitely more representation up here than there is in Southern Oregon from what I can determine. But it still requires that we create that and sustain that and facilitate that in occurring. And so I'm dedicated to it. Like, I'm locked in, you know what I mean? Met my wife, got married, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we locked in, baby.
Oh, like you and the who? The wife.
My wife got married, you know what I'm talking about? Hey man, she like listening to Glorilla, so you know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Shout out to Glow. Go get it, Glow. Get it, Glow. What about you, Ray? How did you get here?
Yeah, so very similar story as a lot of y'all growing up in someplace else outside of Oregon. Southern California is for me. I'm sorry. Here we are. My son gonna be messing with the mic the whole time. Grew up in Southern California and decided to move up to Oregon to go to Willamette University, where I decided to play football and track. And as an athlete myself, a lot of the folks that looked a lot like me was on the sports team. So it was really interesting going to school in that place.
So like, Ray, I know like, okay, you had like your journey all the way over here to Salem and everything. Like, what are you focused on like currently right now, community based, like for the Black community, and like what things are you, or even looking forward to? Obviously, like this, Willamette Block Party, but like, are there other things that you're kind of working on or looking forward to in the future to kind of bring to the community?
Culture shock is a good term that you use, because I also experienced that moving from Southern California all the way up here to Oregon, not really experiencing diversity from a melanin perspective, recognizing that a lot of the people who were or have a cultural connection that I do were on athletic teams at Willamette University. So being in this space post-college for many years now, wanting to not have others who are moving into the space the same experience. So when they come to Oregon or come to the Willamette Valley, it'll be really cool for them to get to connect and get to know how they can be connected. Like, the main question that I remember coming on the campus was, all right, where's the barbershop? Where do Black people hang out? All that kind of stuff. So being able to be more intentional about how to get people to those particular instances and just where people can hang out. That's what I hope to be more connected with in this stage, and also connect other people to in this stage as well. So that's why I'm really excited about the Willamette Block Party.
Yay. What about you, X?
I'm selfish. I don't. That's all great. Y'all sound like lovely people, lovely human beings, and saying we have to create something greater for everybody, for our children and our children's and their cousins and all that. That's great, but I just want it for me and mine's. So, yeah, to a certain degree, it is selfish. Like I just want to be honest about that part where it's like I didn't realize for such a long time that that was what I was missing, because I'm the type of person who can go anywhere and kind of fit in and connect and create community and build community with just about anybody. But I didn't realize until, within the last 6, 7 years, I was like, oh, I missed this, because this is a type of community that is not easily replicated. Like you can't make it up anywhere else. As proven by music cultures around the world who borrow and pull from what we have created and what we continue to create, but they just don't have the same essence. They don't have the same soul, the same flavor. And so the selfish part of it is, yes, I want that back. I want to reconnect with that. And I also, for my family, for future generations, for the community, for the kids, love the kids, you know what I mean? I do want to create a community that continues to thrive, that is sustainable, that continues to grow. And so, I want to create the community that I miss. That my experience has been in chatting with different people, meeting different people from the Black community. A number of people will say and communicate complaints, right? Concerns about what this place is not. And my response has been a lot of times, well, we don't have to accept it as that. We can create the one that we want. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the standpoint where I'm coming from.
I don't think it's selfish.
Al?
Well, unlike what you just said, I don't think it's like a selfish perspective. It's like, one, you're doing this, which is not selfish at all. But it's like, if it was selfish, like we would never have seen you. We would never have met you. We would never, like, you wouldn't have been out in the community, like at Juneteenth, at doing all this stuff. Like, I don't think selfish is the right word.
No, well, look. I'm not saying that I'm a selfish person. Thank you for coming to my aid and defending my honor in such a way. I appreciate that. I'm just saying the part of it that I'm like, I am okay with recognizing the self-serving part of it, that I benefit along with everybody else. And furthermore, right? Yes, we are talking very much about trying to build and cultivate and sustain this Black community, but that is as a part of the Willamette Valley, right? Yeah. And so we very much are still connected within this community as well. And us thriving is not a point of contention for any other community or culture. It actually builds up the entire community. And so I'm looking forward to having more space, more events, more activities, more events where we're able to, continue building. So, absolutely. Yeah.
One of the things that has intrigued me in a previous conversation we've had, Xavier, is there is a difference between Black people showing up in the kind of the greater corporate space, like like you mentioned, Juneteenth. I think we all have some connection to part of Juneteenth. That's how I first met X. I know, Allie, you've had a big hand in helping build up the Juneteenth, especially recently. We've seen a lot of people, especially in the Black community, come out in that space. And sometimes it's like, whoa, I didn't realize. Right. But a question you brought up in a previous conversation was, there are often opportunities in between those big community corporate spaces that we hang out in. And I would love to hear from all of us is just like, where do you see that in between space happening? Like, what are those in between events? Maybe you can name a few that you've been a part of or that you've seen online. So folks were, oh, I didn't know that exists. Maybe I could check that out too, and that I hope that as we bring those up, we can create like a catalog and a list or something like that people can come in and have a conversation here at the block party about it, or go out and visit those things too. But I would love to hear from your perspective of what are those in between communities that you find our community hanging out in.
To me, that seems like a natural place to at least shout out Bliss. If you want to do that, Allie.
That seems like an appropriate so Bliss, spot. It's I think been a little over a year now. And the whole part was, community. And it's like we see each other in spaces when it's like, yes, at Juneteenth or very corporate-ish, events, or when certain causes like arise for us like to come. But like I was really focused on having a space where it was just like, just come and be happy and let's hang out and make connections. Like, and meet other like Black business owners, or know like where you can shop and where you can go to. But that was kind of a big focus to me, where it was just, we had so many areas to go to where it was just like, I don't want to say dismal, but it's just like the energy was, towards something that would be not necessarily exhausting, but it's like we deal with stuff on a daily basis. That's just like, okay, but we have to be wary of this. We have to be aware of this. And I just wanted a happy place for us to just be happy and Black and be in a safe area and just be yourself. And so that was really the reason behind Bliss. And so hopefully we'll do some things with Bliss with the block party. But yeah, that's why. So it's been a little over a year. And I know there is one other group that is relatively new. Xavier, you said you heard about it. I don't know if you went to it. It was with Maya or Malia.
Pacific Northwest Sanctuary, the sanctuary that Malia and, the sisters, the group of sisters, Malia, but I think Malia has been spearheading it a little bit more. And it is it's kind of like a club environment for folks who are also Christian in faith and are living lives that are less worldly in that sense, right? That they are looking for opportunities to kind of fellowship, still listen to music, still dance, still without it kind of going over the line in ways that don't necessarily align with their belief systems and their faith and stuff like that. And so she's had opportunities to kind of really, really grow, right, and connect the community in a different way. Because, our Black community, as much as we talk about it in specific ways, is the opposite of monolithic, right? We are very diverse even within ourselves. And so that means we have different focuses, perspectives, insights, beliefs, backgrounds, all that sort of stuff. And so I love seeing any opportunity for folks to get together and be able to have a good time. And so I've heard that it's been a really positive experience. I haven't personally gone over, but I've checked out their stuff online. I've seen the different posts and their representation online is really dope. And so I'm just happy that they have been able to put that together. Ray, have you been able to go, or were you know what I mean? What's your insight on that?
Yeah, good question. No, I haven't been able to go. And a lot of it's just because, life, family, all that kind of things. But I do know that as our family continues to grow in age, I'm so excited to bring them out to experience what is going on in their community, because as you may hear in the background,
say it, little man.
Yeah, little man was like, "Yeah, Dad, get me out here." But like, I'm excited because these are the types of things when it comes to community, it comes to growth of just what it means to be a part of our Willamette Valley. Yeah, yes, it is. As we are developing that for ourselves, and yes, selfishly, I want to develop it for my kids too. So I haven't been able to these things yet, but I'm excited to go and develop. I know what excites me, and here I live in Kaiser. The shout out to Becca. Becca makes buttons. She has,
oh my gosh, amazing,
man. She makes buttons for everybody.
BNB, baby.
Shout out to her. She has a whole shop, Radness and Sue's.
Radness and Sue's, yep.
Yeah, and that's pretty.
She just did something else too. She just opened something else up.
I wanted to go to the event, the 90s color paint party. Yeah. I'm so mad that I missed it.
That's
shout out to them for sure. You know what I'm saying?
There is another one. It's Janique Crenshaw. She has started I believe it's like every month or kind of depending on when she's able to, but a watercoloring class that she'll do like at different venues and stuff. But that's been pretty I know she's been doing that way more often.
Yeah. Well, Janique partnered with Becca with Radness and
Oh,
Sons
perfect. Yeah.
to do the paint party. So I would love to get with them,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
hopefully
absolutely.
we'll be able to have both of them, each of them, on the show and be able to talk more
Oh my gosh,
about
we gotta work out.
businesses, what they're doing with the community, all that sort of stuff. So I think that would be super dope. But
That's
the other piece about the in between, right? The one thing that I want to mention, because I know we're talking about different activities, events. The other part of the in between is just normalizing regular stuff.
Yeah.
And so there doesn't necessarily need to be a community space. Yes, we would love for there to be a community space. And I think we're building and growing towards that with different organizations and different community members. But what we're looking for is to just normalize existence in a way where it doesn't feel like we are still getting looked at a certain way. It doesn't feel uncomfortable when I'm, moving with my family here or there, or, you know what I mean? And so it's 2025 and we're still just trying to create a place that feels good from the inside in terms of what the Black community is, and also from the outside, from everybody else that we're integrated with, to say, okay, yeah, they're just community members. You know what I'm saying? So I think the in between is more just like normalizing regular stuff. Oh, let's meet up at the park and go do blank, blank, blank. Or we talked about you just getting with other outdoorsy people and going hiking. And
Yeah. You didn't even know, is it? You said,
because we said, didn't we call you an outdoor person?
yes.
With other outdoor persons and going hiking.
Yes. I mean, Jamisha is too. It's like the hiking and then just like going out and camping and stuff. It's so much fun. It really is. And the thing is, like, part of the reason why I think I got so immersed into it whenever I moved up here is because it was like, quote unquote, like a place where we didn't belong, or it was unusual for us to be there. And so, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I got into like even like hunting and stuff earlier on, where it was just like, that is a place where you should be comfortable going. Like that shouldn't be a place just for other folks. Like you should be comfortable if you're interested in doing that to go and do it. And shout out to, there's a place in Albany, it's a nonprofit now, it's called Hunters of Color. They're amazing, and they've exploded over the past couple of years and are doing great things, and they have like other locations in other states, but their whole goal is to get people of color outdoors, and not just outdoors, but like hunting, fishing, doing whatever. But it really is like, okay, here's how you do it. This is a safe way, and you should be comfortable if you're interested in doing that in the outdoors. Wait, like, so my uncle owned like a lot of land like over on the East Coast, and I think it's been stuck in my head as growing up and getting older and stuff. It did come to like, okay, people's equity and all of that. And especially like ours is like growing up and like learning certain stuff. It was like, okay, owning a home, owning land, and having like a lot of assets was culturally for us, like it was hard. And it's been like a stickler, like kind of in our size for so long. So like one of my big goals like in life has been like, I don't care how country it sounds and all of that. Like I want land. I want acreage. I want something I know no one's going to be able to ever take away from me. And so like, yeah, if I'm living like in my fifth wheel on, but I can say like, I have 1,000 acres and I know it's mine, and I know I can give that to like my family and have that passed down. So that's like a big thing for me, like personally, is that kind of stuff. And I know some other people's goals are like houses and just stuff like that, but no, mine really is like owning land and owning a lot of it.
Yeah.
1,000 though?
That's
a
fire.
lot of
Oh,
land.
I want like a lot of land.
She wanted like them people on Yellowstone who, you know what I mean? Like,
Low key, honestly, because it's like you have to like what you can do with it, and especially here in Oregon, it's just like the timber behind it, leasing it out to farmers, like it's just passive income that you can like use with it. And it's like, okay, cool. Like if it's paid off and like still the next 20 years, I have a 20-year lease with like a farmer or someone who wants to, collect timber on it, they're still having to pay like a yearly lease on it to collect it at the end. And they still have to pay me after collecting the timber. So it's like, I do want our community to kind of look more into like that. Like, yeah, it might not be right now currently like culturally acceptable, but I'm like, you have to think like long term, like where are you spending your money? How are you spending it? Are you actually trying to build equity for your family and like for your community. Like, imagine like having someone here and being like, hey, you know, we don't actually have to worry about having a block party or renting out from someone else. We have in our community who's going to take care of it, and we can go out to so-and-so, and it's a safe place to do it. We're taken care of, and all of that. Like, that would be an incredible asset. And I do wish that was at like every little city or every little town that there was there. And so again, that's kind of like one of my big goals is to have that. Like, I want to be able to be like, yeah, absolutely. We can go on wherever, at the bar, wherever, and you guys have a safe place to do it. So
I'm interested to know how many people, and this will be good to know for those who are listening. So shout out to y'all at the Willamette Wake Up and our podcast here on the Willamette Block Party. If you are people who are interested in owning land, owning acreage, or want to do something with acreage, hit us up, because I'm interested to know like how many people are on the same wavelength when it comes to all the things they can do with it. Like that, I love how you put that out. There were so many things that you can do on land, not just live on it, just, you know, be off the grid, but you added a whole economic development associated with it. We're really interesting to know if there are others who either on that path have it or looking to be on it, because that's the type of connections we want to create in the block party, right? It's like, yo, let's see what it could take to kind of create this mastermind of people who are trying to own land in Oregon, you know, and then you could be outside like Allie, you know what I'm saying?
And shout out to Haven Rose Real Estate, because like, you know, that's the Allie thing right there. So like, you know what I mean? If you really are on that wavelength and are ready to maybe make some decisions about that, then you have somebody that you can consult with, their team to consult with, and be able to get linked in with what options you might have. So yeah, that definitely works. I like that. That was beautiful. As much as we were joking and messing around, I'm telling you, that's exactly where we're supposed to be. So that was beautiful.
Yeah, that's a huge passion of mine.
Well, I do know this is the first of many of episodes that we would love to bring to the Willamette Block Party. And this one won't be the only one. There'll be a lot of opportunities where us discussing, conversing about the things that we see in the Willamette Valley that we want to bring here and bring topics, but we also going to be outside talking to people in the spaces that they're in, interviewing them, interviewing here on our podcast as well. So we would love for y'all to keep tuning in, keep sharing what is happening with the Willamette Valley that you love within the Black community that you want to share and highlight here. And also, what do you want to see? Because it'll be good to kind of create that dialogue and create that community and conversation. So more and more of this discussion can happen. As we close, are there any words of wisdom or final words that you want to give to the audience before we close it so they can tune in to the next episode that we'll have in the future?
In the words of Wesley Snipes in the great movie Passenger 57, always bet on black. Right before he like spin kicked the dude out of a plane. So, but it don't have to be that circumstance when you do it. But I'm just saying, that's my words of wisdom, baby. Always bet on black.
I'm like, where is this man going?
I can't even say anything after that. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Always bet on black. Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have a movie quote or something. You have to end it every single time with a quote.
Yes, you do.
No, it's too much pressure. I just had it right there.
That's an expectation now.
You better stay ready, bro. You better stay ready. In the great words of.
hey, you can't. It was undeniable, though. It's undeniable. Stop playing. Come on, man.
Well, on that note, always bet on black. Follow us on social media, on all social media platforms. So make sure to drop that in the show notes. Until next time, we out here. Peace.
Allie, why did you just...
know. Nobody told me anything.
Why did she just stay silent? And her facial expression, she was like...
Nobody said it.
Oh my God.
Hello?
The BTS full episode, you know what I mean? It's gonna be fantastic. We gonna leave it damn near unchanged and just put it on YouTube. That's
I
crazy.
did not get the link. Look, y'all have to burn. I'm just sitting here like.
Be like, yeah, Allie said peace with her eyes. Like she.
I'm scared to do it because the last time I did it, it did bubbles or did balloons.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Except on the YouTube. Yeah, we saw it. Yeah. When we put the real. Yeah. You could have said peace though.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was excited to see you guys like in it.
She's like, you guys were just doing such a good job, and I was just
you
like,
guys were doing a good job.